This is another video painting this hummingbird. And maybe not exactly this one, but pretty much the shape of it. And I can kind of see in the body, on the body of it right here, that there's green. So I'm gonna add that into the picture. Not this picture, but this picture. With some green. This is called middle green. It might be a little bit bright, so I'm gonna dull it down with some gray. That ought to work. I love painting hummingbirds. They're very intricate, and I can just let this be like that. There we go. Paint in a little bit of green. Oh, that's quite a bit of green. That's pretty bright. Let me see if I can get that dulled down with a little bit of gray. Acrylic paints are very forgiving. I think oil paints are more forgiving than acrylic, but I also believe that you can change pretty much everything on your painting. So even if you don't know how to draw and you just like to do art, maybe you like to do abstracts because of the freedom, you know what? You can do regular painting as well, because all it requires is just keep doing layers. You can do layers right over what you've done and change it up however you see fit. I think I've got plenty of water on there. I'll get most of that off. There we are. I've still got some green on here, just not much. And then there's gray, lots of gray. In my last video, there was some, I don't know what happened, but it got kind of blurry in between, and I don't know, I think it was my head getting in the picture. Might have been causing that, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. I switched around the camera. What is that? That's looking like white, so let's get, it's like a lighter gray. And this is light coming through her wings. And this female actually has a little bit of red on her neck. Not too much, but like a dot of it. I don't know why, but I guess it happens sometimes. We'll put that on here so it's right down the lower part of her neck right here. There we are. And then how can I make her eyes look less angry? She's not angry. She's just a hummingbird. I don't know that they get too angry on a regular basis, so I'm gonna just put in a little bit of gray around her eyeball and tone it down to where it's more, it's almost like a triangle shape. Let's go ahead and come underneath here. There we go. And that's bringing it to a triangle, but I think smaller than it needs to be. It'd be a little bit bigger than that. So that'll work. And then also, I'm going to mix a little bit of black and gray together to go on the front of her face, where the end of her beak is, where it's a little darker. It's right below. There we are. And it comes from her eye out. There we are. And there's dark shadow underneath her wing. A little on the side of her head. And her eye stops. It's kind of square at the back. And the only thing showing that is the white on there. Let's see if I can find some plain white on here. If not, I'll need to go get some more. Looks like I might need to get more. Let me see. I'll probably pull this off. It's a little bit, it's like a light green, but I think it will go okay. See if I can get that color. And go right here in the back of her eye and just come straight down. There we go. Well, she looks less angry for sure. comes all the way back to that red dot that we just put on there. And then there's a little bit of lighter gray on the side of her face, which I'm going to put in there. I'm just mixing white with the gray that I have. And it's right below her eyeball. A little bit of lighter. And it comes in little feathers, it looks like. So we're just going to paint those in. She also has white right above her wing hair. And a little bit of dark gray. Yeah, there we go. And a little bit on this. What is this? This came out of nowhere. There we go. That's good. And then I've got regular gray that I can put in on the wings again. It's kind of like you just do it until you get it to where it looks okay. And right now it's almost there. It might be a little bit too vivid on the shadow, so I'm going to blend that out because that's a bit sharp. Okay. On the shadow, the darker parts of the wing, it might be a little too vivid. Let's see. Now we'll just bring little bits of that lighter color, or darker color, darker gray. There we go. It's going to come on out. So it's coming from here and on out. There we are. And here on out. And then we just need to taper it down, make it less noticeable. We're going to blend that out. So this brush is just damp. I'm coming right back and putting it on there. Maybe not that damp. Did you notice there's a lot of water on there? Take that right off. And get the part of the lines that went past the wing. There we go. And do the same thing on the other side. I've got a little bit of gray. And just start at the top. And then I'm going to blend it with water. There's just water on this brush. I wiped off the excess on the tablecloth, like so. Like I'll just show you, just wiping off the excess on there. It's just after I dip it in the water. And this is distilled water. Again, that's what I use typically to paint with. There we are. That's good. I'm liking the way it's blending. Yeah, that's good. And then it has the lighter parts to show through on the wing. That's just where the light's coming through. And we've already put it in multiple times, but I'm just going to do it again. I enjoy painting, so it's not a big deal if I have to do that again. I just hope this video is actually in clear focus the whole time. I don't know why it was not in focus last time, but I hope this one's doing it. I'll get a fan brush, I'm going to blend that. This is damp. I got it in the water and got it damp. So I'm just going to pull straight down. If it goes off the feathers and comes right out to the sky, it's okay. I will wipe that off. I'm going to grab a Q-tip and wipe off that excess. There we are. Yeah, I think she looks pretty good. She could use a little bit of the light in her eye, which would be from white. So that would probably be next video. I'll do the light in her eye. And also, I might mix up some of the teal background to paint on him, on his face, because he has like this extra mound right there I need to take down a little bit. So I'm so glad you joined me today, and please subscribe to my channel. It's at DK Bolchat, and there will be more videos of painting. And yeah, leave a comment. What would be the next thing I should paint? What do you think the next thing I should paint is? And I'll start taking note of it and acquiring images if it's family friendly, and nature's my favorite. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.